Hi, Master Mark Kanaar here today, and I'm just here for another one of my master's messages. Been real busy during this lockdown thing that we got going on, really goal oriented. I just put a lot of videos on of the kicking sets. I'm going to get all of them done pretty soon, hopefully by the end of this week or the beginning of next week. That's my goal. That's my plan. I got some stuff going on that's going to be really great. I'm going to be doing stuff over at Caro tomorrow. I got to go and I'm still working at the high school, so I have to get online and do a bunch of stuff with the kids to make sure they're staying on track, getting their geometry done and stuff like that. But today I just want to talk to you guys about a concept that's very, very important. It's what I call the 3 levels of faith. And what earlier in the last month, actually, I talked about the concept of hope. You can go watch that video if you want to. But there's actually 3 levels of faith, and I was talking to my Reverend buddy about this yesterday, and I just said, hey, I'm going to share it with the students I talked about in class before. Basically, the 3 levels of faith is hope, believing, and trusting. And each one is a little bit greater than the other. And when you think about hope, you think about the idea of something that might happen, okay? And hope is an idea that's not 100% when it comes to being able to say it's going to occur. And in martial art training, when you first start training, you think, man, I hope I can do this technique, or I hope if I keep training over time, I'll get more flexible. And one of the things I always believed in is doing a little bit every single day, and eventually that'll pile up on top of each other, and you'll have a great, huge pile of whatever you were doing. And that's where your greatness lies, is that consistency of always doing little tiny things all the time. And some people don't have the discipline for that. But if you do that every single day, you're gonna be able to achieve greatness. And that ends up developing your ability to have more hope. And when your hope increases, you start to truly believe. And believing is like, man, I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty certain this is going to happen. And you might have hope in somebody, or you might believe in them, like maybe you believe in your parents, or maybe you believe in your significant other. They're not going to do something. They are going to do something. You kind of have this belief system. And in your own personal life, when you have a belief system, it kind of homes in on your morality, so to speak. Like I have a certain belief system that I have about myself, and that belief system kind of helps with the discipline that I need to have in order to be successful. And sometimes I question my belief systems, like, hey, is this, I had a belief system when I was younger that's different than when I'm older, because I experienced a lot of things in life. That experience gave me wisdom. So my belief systems slightly change over time. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're growing, they should change, because belief isn't 100%. It's just that you're a little bit more certain than having hope. And the last one is trustworthiness, or trusting in somebody, or trusting in something. I was doing the videos for this week or whatnot. And most of the time when I was doing the videos, I only had to do the videos once, because I'd practiced so much that I have 100% faith. I have 100% trust in my ability to throw my kicks and my footwork and my punches and things like that, even when I was doing the forms. Most of the time, if I had to redo something, it was because my vernacular was wrong, or I stuttered and I just couldn't think about what to say. And there was a long pause, and I didn't like that, But for the most part, I just ran the videos and said, if I mess up, I mess up. But I know that my technique's going to look pretty good. And when I went back and looked at it, I said, yeah, it looks pretty decent. And I even had some high-level coaches comment on some of the stuff, which I was surprised. I was like, wow, holy cow, that coach said something about what I was doing? That's pretty cool. And it just shows that if you really trust in yourself, then, great things can happen. And that trustworthiness takes time. That's a long journey to really trust somebody. And the thing about character, having a strong character, having that strong trustworthiness, is that if you do something just a little bit wrong, man, it could destroy it really fast, Like someone said, what's the most valuable thing that we have? I truly believe it's your character, because it could take a lifetime to build, but it could be destroyed in just a couple seconds. And, if you're in a relationship with somebody, or like how I'm in a lot of relationships with people around here, so to speak, that trustworthiness is really important. Knowing that they're going to come to class, they're going to do a good job if they're teaching, or if they're an athlete and they're planning to go to a tournament, you trust that they're going to show up for class. And if you start to believe, or you hope then you start doubting the athlete as a coach, and vice versa. If your coach isn't there, they say, hey, I'm going to be up here at 10, and they don't show up. You just destroyed your trustworthiness with that person. And that happens in relationships. And I talk about how, having that high level of trust really shows how much you care about somebody or how much you love somebody. If you don't trust somebody, it's very difficult to really care about them or trust them. And that's like key points in life. And it's things I learned in martial arts. Just becoming a martial artist and training really hard. When I first started training, I hoped my technique would land or be good. And then when I got pretty good, then I was kind of like, well, I believe that it's gonna score. And then pretty soon your technique gets so good that that most of the time, almost 100% accuracy, you're gonna at least be able to hit that person. And when you have that high level of trust in yourself, your confidence just goes way up. Your self-esteem goes way up here. And you have to have that connection with a coach too. You have to have that feeling that you really trust that person, that their best interest is in you, and that they believe in you as much as you believe in them. And that's the levels of faith, hope, believing, and trusting. And I hope you guys liked the video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.